Hey there guys, as you probably know, it's been kind of a long day. I've done a whole bunch of work and a whole bunch of different things today, but I've got one more that I want to show you guys. Actually two more games. There are two versions of RBI Baseball 2 that I kind of want to get into, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I hope that this works. I don't know for a fact that this is going to work or not because I haven't actually played this before. So I'm going to click on reset here on Amiberry and see if I can get this to work right, and it looks like it is working right. The controls in this emulator are not exactly like the easiest thing to totally figure out. It looks like it's going to take a little while for this to load up, but once it does, hopefully it will work out. I don't know exactly what the controls are. Usually it does use my 8-bit DOS controller here, so we'll see if we can figure this out. This emulator kind of takes control of everything here. There you go, Tengen Presents, and I know that the audio is like really, really loud and really up there. So this is RBI Baseball 2 came out on a number of systems in addition to the NES. My guess is that the vast majority of people don't realize that. I didn't know that until I looked it up the other day. I'm not gonna watch it again. Let's just go ahead and play. My understanding is I think that the Amiga only had like one button. So we'll see how this plays. The graphics look pretty nice. And it's got real players, which is pretty good. I guess we're playing against the National League All-Stars, which is not a good thing, but okay, we'll take that for what it is. This is, by the way, on the Amiga. I haven't explained that part yet. So the Amiga was a computer that was made by Commodore. This was sort of the replacement for the old...
Strike.
Okay, what am I supposed to do to swing?
Strike.
So, like, I can swing before he pitches, but I can't swing after the ball comes. Oh, wow, it's really delayed. That's insane. That's some of the worst delay that I've ever seen. Okay, so we'll figure this out. I don't know how long I'm going to actually play this game, but I want to at least be able to hit the ball. So I can tell you that the graphics in this game look nice, but the play control is atrocious. This is really, really not good. And there's also, of course, the fact that New York is technically the visiting team since we're batting first, but we're listed as the home team, like everywhere. That's not good. How am I supposed to hit the ball? Like, when am I supposed to swing? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely awful. Anyway, this is one of the reasons why we want to play this game. I'm guessing that most of you probably haven't heard of this. There was also a MS-DOS version of RBI Baseball 2 that we'll play, I think, in a second. Judging from how good that was, my guess is that, yeah, fielding is pretty rough. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is bad. Now, you might look at this and you might think, oh, there's something wrong with the emulator or something like that, and it's possible, but having played other Amiga games, I can assure you that this is very, very similar to how the Amiga would normally play. I have no idea who in the world thought that the Amiga could handle any sort of game like this. I mean... So, like, at least I can throw the ball to, like, the right base, right? Which is okay, but this is really not good. This is not good. Amiga is very, very good at getting nice-looking graphics, but in terms of, like... You gotta be kidding me. The graphics are okay, but in terms of, like, actual gameplay, this is pretty bad. Wow.
Out. Safe.
You gotta be kidding me. Whoa. This is up there in terms of like the worst games that I've ever seen. Oh man. If you had this game for the Amiga, let me know. So what I was gonna say a second ago, before I got distracted by the ridiculousness of this game, is that the Amiga was the replacement for the Commodore 64. Here in North America, the United States and Canada, it never really caught on. It was much bigger in Europe. So this was like the computer that people in like England and France played a lot with. In fact, in England, one of the reasons why I know about this computer system so much is because games like Sensible Soccer originally came out on the Amiga. Football Manager's predecessor, Championship Manager, was originally an Amiga game. There are a bunch of other games too that are like that.
Thief.
Oh, jeez.
Thief.
Oh, man. So, just so you know and so you're aware of this, there's only one button on these old Amiga games. That's just the way that they are. They're created for a joystick with a single button. Think of like an Atari controller. So a single button does everything in this game, which is kind of a problem. The other thing that you'll notice, of course, as you're watching this be played is that like the computer artificial intelligence, the computer manager doesn't know like that it can send runners to extra bases. And then as we've already seen, like the hit detection of this game is insanely off. The controls are really, really bad. This is really bad. This is among the worst. You've got these stupid cutscenes between everything. Oh, this is awful. This is among the worst baseball games I've ever seen. This reminds me a lot, actually, of Bo Jackson Baseball. Remember that? There was a version of that for, I want to say there was a beta version of that game for Genesis, if I remember right, that was really, really bad. But that was a beta, right? It's not like a full game. Hey, I made contact. So, okay, we're making progress. This was a commercially released game. And, like, I don't even know where to begin, man. This has got to be the worst computer baseball game I've ever played. I mean, this is awful. You can't hit the ball.
Batter up.
I don't think that Tengen did something similar with RBI Baseball 3. But yeah, this is unplayable. This is just... Oh, never mind. I'm going to change my tune now. This game is brilliant. Of course, he's going to go slow around the bases, isn't he? So we'll sit back and enjoy this. I think too that the cheerleaders are a really nice touch. You know, I love watching cheerleaders in a baseball game. So what animations are going to give me? Oh yeah. See, I know what I'm doing. I know how to play this game. All you have to do is head as soon as it swing as soon as it leaves the pitcher's glove. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So the second baseman was standing on second base, and then the batter tries to dive head first to get into first in time.
Batter up.
Yeah, this game is awesome. Okay, this is good. I'm not going to play the full game here. I'm probably going to just end after this half inning because I'm going to check out the DOS version. I don't want to be playing like all night long. But this gives you kind of an idea of what this game is really like. Another home run. Maybe I should keep playing. I love how the umpire calls safe once he gets to the bag, just so everybody knows. Safe. Now, I'll put it to you this way, this was pretty ambitious, but when you look at this game, you can see why the Amiga never really caught on in North America. The European computer and video game market was different back in the early 1990s, but in the United States, this game would never catch on. And when you think of like all of the games that like, Apogee was putting out, id, or I guess we used to call it ID software, but however you're supposed to say it and stuff like that. I mean, this game doesn't even compare to that. All Out. So the animations and stuff are okay, but yeah, this game is not good. So we're going to end up quitting the game here. That will go away. And I'm going to be right back with you in a second once I get the DOS game set up. So we'll look at that too. All right, guys, I'm back once again, and I've got this sort of set up. So I'll show you how far we've gotten. We've gotten to this point. I'm using this. So we're running DOSBox here. I'm using ExoDOS. And this is literally the first time that I've played this game. I don't know what the controls are at all. I don't know exactly how this works. So we'll see what happens. As you can see, maybe I should have chose the other option for the graphics. I don't know. You can see the colors are totally washed out compared to the Amiga version. This looks a lot more like it. Okay, you're not going to give me options for like how to do it, of course. So the MS-DOS GUI and stuff doesn't have my control pad set up. I've tried that with, it doesn't matter who I choose. I've tried doing this with other games in DOSBox. I can't get it to set up right either. At least this looks a lot more, oh shoot, you know what? There we go. Sorry about that. Forgot to change my audio over so you can hear what's going on. Oh man, this game is running way too fast, but that's all right. And with these colors, I feel like I'm playing softball, and there's a lot of weird things going on with this game. So this looks a little bit more like RBI Baseball. I would much rather play the NES game than this. The graphics are a little bit more detailed than the NES game. Based on the sound and everything, I would guess that... okay, so everything uses the enter button is what it feels like to me. Based on the sound, my guess is that it's actually not going too fast and that this is actually the way that this game was programmed. I don't think that there's any button I can use to force my guy to run over. Yeah, this kind of plays like a really cheap a really cheap port of the NES game. So this is made, believe it or not, by the same company that made the Amiga version. Man, I mean, the speed in this game is absolutely crazy. Again, it might be the case that this is just DOSBox and I haven't been doing, you know, any sort of like speed down techniques or whatever. Usually, though, MS-DOS is usually really good at making it so that you have these automatic options that control everything. Okay, that's good. So we see a home run. Now we can see what a home run looks like in this game. And they're actual, you know, so you have a replay in this game too, which is cool. And by the way, the sound is definitely inspired by the original RBI Baseball music, isn't it? So that's pretty good for the video. We have a home run. I can show everybody that, what that looks like. That's the music from Commander Keen. You guys remember playing Commander Keen? You go to the to like a new town or a new whatever, and it plays that music. Not a new town, but you know, whatever it is you go to. Like, okay, so what am I supposed to push to get the guy to go to the next base? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, before I make my RBI2 video, I'm going to actually look that up and figure out what I'm supposed to be pushing. I don't think I'm going to play this game again. So it's going to be a really quick demo, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to play this. I'm starting to think that maybe the runners are just controlled by the computer. So I was just talking about how, you know, oh, the like the IBM had better quality graphics and stuff. That's why nobody played the Amiga. But I think I'm going to be eating my words now because this looks pretty bad. But at least this looks and feels a lot closer to the NES game. It also plays a lot faster. I think that Amiga version of RBI2 is extremely ambitious for its time. But the problem is that it doesn't scroll right. I mean, that's the thing. The issue is that the game is slow once you hit the ball, and the problems with The problems in that game with the uh, what is it called? With hit detection and stuff like that, make it like basically almost impossible to play. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah, see, the computer can like go from base to base and so on, but I apparently can't. The other thing I've noticed is that I can't push like the over button and up at the same time. It doesn't let me. Anyway, so while we're playing this masterpiece, I can tell you that the plan here in the future for this channel, after this, I think we're going to be probably done with RBI2. I think we've done just about all we can do with this game. I will play RBI 3 a little bit later on. It's probably going to take actually a couple of months if I stick with this plan that I've kind of written up. The reason why is because I don't have any aversion to playing a whole bunch of video games, but I also want to make sure that the channel is not just retro gaming 100%, because that's not what it's really about. Instead, what I want to do is I want to make sure there's a good variety of content. And so I have a whole bunch of ideas for things to put together, and I know that there are. Dude, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be pushing to get the guy to give a second. So if I push enter and back, that gets him to go back. See, I can do that. Anyway. So anyway, like I was saying, the plan is I think the next game that I'm going to play is probably going to be Baseball Stars. I'm going to do a Baseball Stars save, I guess we could call it, a project where we're going to start the game off the right way. I'm going to get a completely new copy of the ROM. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do it in English or in Japanese. I might do it in Japanese. The Japanese game has a lot cooler names for the the default teams and stuff. I mean, the US game has like whatever it's called, the team with all the Major League legends, but the Japanese version has like an American all-stars team that has like guys who are named after like US presidents and like members of pop culture and stuff like that. It's cool. There's a lot more I think I can talk about with that. So that's kind of what the long-term plan is. I want to see how far we can get with that. That might take a long time, as you know, if you've ever played Baseball Stars before. If you don't use like different cheats and stuff, you're talking like a lot of games to play to get a team that's even halfway decent. So we'll see what we can do. The whole idea is to throw home. There we go. Running's a lot faster here. Oh yeah, I want to see a replay of that, sure. Oh, I can't do anything to get out of it. Like literally, nothing I push will get me out of this replay. Even escape. Escape does nothing. So that's what's coming up next. We're going to do some RBI baseball. Those of you who like watching me do this was a great play actually. Those of you who like watching me do videos with like play-by-play and stuff, playing baseball sims and stuff, that's going to keep going. After I'm done with Action PC Baseball, I'm probably going to move next to Replay Baseball. I'll do OTP and I'll do Stratomatic. I have the Stratomatic computer game, and then eventually I'll do Skeetersoft NP3. So we'll do all of that with the 55 World Series. That'll probably be over like near the end of January, I'm guessing. Once that's over, I've got a Diamond Mine baseball project I'm going to be picking up again. And then once that's finally over, that'll take a little while. I can't do anything to move to the next base. It's crazy. Once that is over, then I'll figure something else out. I'll probably have another project to allow me to do my baseball sim announcing and all that fun stuff. I'm going to tell you, with this game, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. If I want to like change pictures or something, I'm pushing like every single button. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. Like if I don't do anything, the guy just sort of sits there and he kind of looks off to the side. So that happens. But like none of these buttons do anything. Spacebar doesn't do anything. None of these buttons on the side does anything. Except for enter. That's what enter does. Ah, yes. Good old 8-bit baseball. Yeah, we need a replay of that. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to keep doing a bunch of baseball sim stuff. I have a couple of, I guess, sort of surprise topics. You'll know in a couple of days anyway what it is that I'm going to be doing. And in addition to all of that, I'm going to keep kind of working through the NES library of baseball games. We only have, after this, I think about 3 more to go, and then we will have everything played at least a little bit. Once that's done, there are a couple of videos I'm planning on doing on comparing some of the NES baseball games, like why I think certain games are the best, why I think certain games are not the best. I'll tell you, I've talked with a lot of people, especially in the comment section, about games like Bases Loaded 3, Bases Loaded 4. I've talked already about why I don't like those games personally, but there's a lot of good content we can make talking about that, comparing it with some of these other games and showing you really the reason why. Once we're done with that, I figure there'll be about like 2 or 3 videos kind of comparing some of this stuff. Once we're done with that, then I'll go through and start playing a lot of the Famicom baseball games. There's a lot that were never released in the US. And then we'll do something similar with that. We'll be able to sort of compare them. And once that's over, then we can go to 16-bit games and so on and so forth. So everybody who's been asking me, you know, when I'm going to play... all right, hey, that's pretty good. I like how the ball bounced off the crowd. So everybody's been asking me about when I'm going to play Super Mega Baseball. There's kind of your answer. I mean, there's a lot of other games that I'm kind of planning on going through first. And also, this isn't just a video game channel. There's a whole bunch of different content that I want to try and do. So look forward to this coming in the future. It's going to take a little while, like I said, because I'm going to try to have a more meaningful, I guess, mix between different things. But at the same time, if you're a real fan of video games and stuff, like, you do want to stick around, because I'm going to do a lot of video game content like this. I'm going to start doing a lot of sort of raw gameplay and all of that stuff. Anyway, so stick around, and a lot of good things will happen. I've had it up to here with this game. I don't know about you guys, but this game sucks. Anyway, so there you have it. There's a little bit of the Amiga game, a little bit of the PC game. The PC game is much more true to the original, except I can't figure out how to do anything but push enter and either pitch or hit. Maybe I'll be able to find some answers. I'm not 100% convinced, but we'll see. The Amiga game, do not touch it. Don't touch either one of these games. These games shouldn't have been created. I'll have more in the dedicated RBI Baseball 2 video, that should come out in probably a couple of weeks, I think. Not because it's going to take a while for me to make. I could write the script probably tonight. But because there's a couple other things I want to do first. So stay tuned. A lot of good stuff's coming up pretty soon. And again, as always, please consider becoming a paying subscriber to the channel. With a membership, you get access to all sorts of these types of videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of these coming up soon. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this. I love playing these games, and I like talking about it at the same time, even if I sound pretty incoherent. So there you go, and I will talk with you again later. Take care.